It has been more than a month since federal agents arrived in Albuquerque as part of the controversial crime-fighting effort Operation Legend. So has there been any progress? News 13's Courtney Allen spoke with the person in charge of that operation. Courtney joins us live from home this evening with an update.
Dean, U.S. Attorney for New Mexico John Anderson says it's just a small number of people driving the majority of violent crime here in Albuquerque, and their goal is to get those people off the streets.
Convicted felons accused of things like carjacking, illegally shooting guns, and drug dealing are all part of the Operation Legend roundup.
We're really looking at the people who we think driving the violent crime epidemic in Albuquerque.
U.S. Attorney for New Mexico John Anderson says so far at least 19 people have been federally charged.
There are more cases that on which a prosecution has been initiated, but I can't say more about them because they're under seal.
He says they're targeting people with lengthy and violent criminal histories. For example, Manuel Shabira has been arrested 11 times, previously convicted of receiving or transferring a stolen motor vehicle, criminal damage to property, and aggravated fleeing of a law enforcement officer.
We are looking to remove the most violent folks from the communities, not simply rack up arrest numbers of people who do not have serious criminal histories.
What Anderson says is another Operation Legend success, publicly naming Luis Telemontes Romero as Jackie Vihil's accused killer.
Certainly we credit the Albuquerque Police Department with having done work on the case. The FBI got involved in July upon the announcement of Operation Legend, and they were able to do some additional work that put us in a position of filing the document that we filed.
Anderson says it's up to the state to file murder charges against Telemontes Romero. Vihil's husband credited the operation this week, speaking of his late wife.
Every time I open the garage door or stand in the driveway, I hear that horn. I see her slumped in the seat.
Anderson says he expects to see continued progress.
More than anything, I hope to see reduction in violent crime, and I hope to see people feeling safer living and working in the city.
The 35 agents will remain here until at least the end of September. At that point, they will reevaluate violent crime rates in the city and stay longer if needed. Back to you.
All right, Courtney, thank you. The operation also grants $10 million to the city to hire more officers, which Anderson says would help make sure crime stays down after the federal agents leave. The city says the grant will go to City Council for approval.